Hey guys, Liam Richards here from Electric Umbrella. Just thought I'd take you along on a day working for the Star Phoenix. So right now I'm just at the office grabbing some gear, packing up. I'll show you a little bit about what we're doing. It's gonna be a pretty good day. Shooting a portrait and some wrestling and some hockey, and we're gonna do a remote in the rafters at hockey. So one thing that I think is really important, I mean, the biggest thing with remotes is making sure you got permission to put them up, making sure everybody's safe. So we use these metal safety cables. Everything possible gets locked down. Anything that has any movement or could get knocked off. A big thing that took me a little while to learn is carabiners are really good to work with. Really easy to get you set up, less chance of fumbling around. But the thing you need with carabiners is you definitely need locking carabiners. Has to be a lock on them. Just in case somebody bumps it, it can slow anything down. So we use locking ones. Be bad. So the big thing for me with press work is to take all of this stuff and keep it on me as much as possible. My cameras stay out for most of it. One of the best things that I found for that is newswear. All right, so all packed up. As you can see, rocking the newswear. Got one camera, two cameras out. That's really how I'll just run most of the day. And then just because we're moving from one location to another, I got my backpack full of laptop, hard drives, you know, extra odds and ends, and then all that whole remote kit. But I'm gonna head over to the Star Phoenix office and pick up the police and fire scanner for the day, check in with the reporter, just see kind of how things are going. So as I was on my way to the office to pick up the scanner, I got a call from the writer. Looks like we got a police disturbance on a street here in Saskatoon, so I am going straight there after I pick up the scanner. All right, so maybe bomb threat. Now it's just get a quick photo out, kind of showing what's going on. This is more for social media than the actual paper.
Oh yeah, except for one small room I couldn't get into.
So they're clearing it right now, and they're moving people around. It looks like they've evacuated a building. So looks like threat's getting downgraded. They are going to do a media presser, so we're getting like one of the cops to come and tell us, give us a little briefing on what happened. So
check. We are bringing in a detection dog, explosive detection dog, just to sweep the building to make sure there's nothing along that line in there. Fraudulent scam type of a thing. In fact, the phone number that was related to the call this morning is already under investigation.
So there you have it. Had a little presser with Staff Sergeant. Told us about what was going on. It was basically a bomb threat of violence for extortion on some money at the Safeway there. So I just pulled up, got a portrait to shoot for Bridges. Sadly, I cannot share it with you because Bridges doesn't come out till Friday, so I'd be scooping my own news. Just pulled up to the education building, about to go in and shoot some university wrestling. So pretty easy setup on it. Not gonna do much extra. I'm not gonna bring the big lens in because we can get pretty close. The biggest problem with this event is identifying athletes. So we'll see how it goes. So just leaving wrestling, as always. The worst part about wrestling is figuring out who people are playing. So just pulled up to the old Star Phoenix. Gonna come in, got my backpack, got my laptop. I'm gonna file my pictures out from earlier today. Well, I got a little bit of downtime before the hockey game. Just makes your life a lot easier than trying to file everything at the end of the night when you're tired and everything like that. So now, did my edits, just doing some filing. So putting some names in to some people, hanging out with John, Leanne, and yeah, keep filing. I got a little bit of time before I got to go to this Blades game, so I'm gonna do some code replacement for it. So do some more screen caps and talk about how we do that, just to speed up filing. So I just arrived here at the Sastel Center, ready to shoot the Blades game. So we're here really early. It's like hour and a half before puck drop. The reason for that is these remotes, you gotta have permission, and you want to have as much time as possible so that nobody's getting freaked out, you're not getting anybody rushed, everyone knows that you're up there, you get access, all that sort of stuff. So just gonna sign in and get going. So made it up. It is a lot of stairs. Like I said, most important here is to make sure that we have clearance to be up here. So here we're lucky enough that they lock the door, so you don't have to worry about anyone getting in. But it doesn't mean we have to get clearance, so the venue itself actually is the one who gives me clearance. So just waiting for a set of keys to get set up. When I'm up on the gondola, I do my best to keep anything that could fall out of a pocket or anything like that to a minimum. So everything's tied down. We'll work through the bag in a really particular process so that only some stuff comes out. Anything that comes out of the bag is actually already secured and slowly move. It's a long way down, as you can see. So we like intentionally come really early, not only just so that it's easier and less stressful, but the other big reason is there's nobody in the stands. So you do have to worry though. There's still gonna be players who are gonna be practicing, things like that, but we wanna make sure that we have the least amount of any possibility of things going wrong. So when I'm on the rafters, I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to do a whole lot in terms of video. We'll kind of see what it is, but I really don't like holding a phone out over top of anything, so I apologize now. The angles may be pretty boring. So there we go. Remote is set up over the net. So the remote will set up the whole time. We won't access it until the very end of the game once most people have left, and definitely until the ice is clear. So here we are, we're in what we call the suicide box. It's a little box between the two benches. There's no glass on it, so it's a little scary, but way better for photos by far. So a lot of people talk about how they do remotes. I do things a little bit differently. So what we do is we actually run a foot pedal. So I'll put this on the ground, and then when I want to shoot the overhead remote, I just push down with my foot, fires the Pocket Wizard. It's got a little clamp here so that we can attach it. So it's a little higher. Pocket Wizards don't like to be close to the ground, and they don't like metal in the way. So anything to kind of get it up, but as long as we're keeping it away from any of the players, because we are in the suicide box, anybody could come in at any time, so we can't have anything sharp or like pointed up or anything like that. Otherwise, it'd be nice just to run a stand with an extension, but we do what we can here. So that's pretty much it for remote setup. The remote is in that net behind me, up in the rafters. So hopefully it fires. With remotes, it's always a gamble. You never know. I mean, it's a Hail Mary, and if you get lucky, you get lucky. Never bank on a remote unless there's somebody physically behind it, and then it's not a remote.
The Lung Association of Saskatchewan. The Lung Association has teamed up with the Lions to raise awareness to support the powerful organs that allow us to live and breathe. When you can't breathe, nothing else matters.
Oh, Liam, so many cables, so many locks. So there we have it. Remote's down, pictures are filed. And it's way later than I should be working, so I'm all done for the game, and just got to go and drop the scanner off, and then maybe have a beer. I think I deserve it. So, thanks.